Hello, fellow paparazzis. Are you ready to photograph some coasts? That's right. Welcome to UFONmans playthrough of Project Zero slash Fatal Frame 5, Maiden of Black Water. So this is actually the fifth game in the series of Fatal Frame slash Project Zero games. And this was released in 2015. I've already played the previous 4. If you haven't watched those yet, go check them out. The full playthroughs are on my channel. And this is the remastered or remade or re-released version of on Steam and like the current consoles in 2021. So like I said, this is the fifth one in the series. And I really like these games. I actually liked the previous ones. Well, okay, the second one was kinda like, it's a playable game, but I didn't like it that much. The other ones, a lot so. And I wanted to do this and play this, the fifth and final entry in the games. The thing is, this is like so old already, like 2015, 10 years as of now. I have a feeling that they're not going to be releasing any more of these games. Like, sequels to it. That's how I feel like, but who knows, maybe you'll get surprised someday and they'll actually make a new entry, because they're re-releasing the old ones but not doing a new one. In any case, this game is excuse me, if you don't know about the Fatal Frames or Project Zeros, first of all, Fatal Frame is the name it's known in the North America or States generally. So Project Zero is what it's known in other parts of the world, I guess. But if you haven't played this or seen them, they're actually like survival horror games with an interesting kind of twist. That's right, you're taking pictures. You're the ultimate camera man or woman, depending on your gender. But yeah, and I like them. I like these games are really, in my opinion, like really terrifying. The first, the third, and the fourth are like okay, the second one is also are like super terrifying to me. It might be just because of me, but I feel like they're the most terrifying games I've ever played. Well, maybe not the most, but one of the most terrifying games. And I don't know what it is, especially the first one. There's like certain type of atmosphere that makes it so goddamn terrifying. So, I will be playing this. The fourth one was pretty long. I'm kinda interested to see if this has any tie-ins to the previous ones, or if this is just like a standalone or whatever. Because all of those have some kind of tie-ins to the previous and other characters in the series, but they're kind of like not completely tied. So I'm curious to see if this explores any of the situations or things in the previous games. I guess we'll see. I haven't really heard anything about this game. I haven't played it or seen any playthroughs or seen any footage of it, so I have no idea what to actually expect. And since I haven't heard anything about it, it's either a make or break. Either the game is really horrible, or actually pretty good, or then like okay, I guess. And I want to see what it's about. I have no idea about the difficulty of this game. I already actually checked out the options, so I don't need to. I'll just enter the game. The curious thing is that the sound effects or the music playing on the background is kinda similar to the previous ones. I think it is exactly the same one as in some of them, at least. Or a couple of them. But in any case, I'm going to be checking this out. And the fourth one was really long. They're starting to be like really long if you explore everything. Third and fourth especially. So I'm kinda curious to see if this one will be even longer or if it's, well, on the same length. And since I will be exploring everything, checking out everything, or trying to check out everything, this might be a bit of a long playthrough. So I guess we'll see. Anyway, all episode progress will be deleted. Do you wish to proceed? Start new game. Well, anyway, without further ado, and so that I don't fucking babble infinitely, let's just go ahead and see what's going on. I don't have any idea how difficult this game is, so I guess we're going to see if it is. Like, I played the fourth one, there's no Prologue. Lurking in the deep, Miu Hinasaki. Did you know that this game is a work of fiction, by the way, as it stated earlier? Anyway, so before we head on, the thing is, previous one, the fourth one, actually had a difficulty setting hard, and I picked it by accident. This one didn't seem to have a difficulty setting, so I guess we're just going in with the normal. The thing is, the fourth one wasn't actually even that, like, it was, I think it was the easiest one out of all of these, even on hard setting, which is kinda interesting, but I guess we'll see how difficult this is, or if it's difficult not at all. In any case, welcome to UFONmans playthrough of Fatal Frame / Project 05 Maiden of Black Water. Very stinky, murky, poopy water. So anyway, we're heading to Prologue, Lurking in the Deep, Miu Hinasaki. Miu Hinasaki. Is she related to Miku Hinasaki and Mafuyu Hinasaki from the first game and the third game? And we're continuing on with the M-titled names. In any case, let's head on. Spirited away. In the vicinity of Mount Hikami, people have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. One such girl is Miu Hinasaki. She awakens to find herself in an old, half-flooded building. So what will be the timeline in this game? When will this take place? Is it like old times or what? I guess we'll see, because Miu Hinasaki is most likely related to Miku Hinasaki somehow. The protagonist from the first, and basically one of the protagonists in the third game. So, let's see. She awakens to find herself in an old half-flooded building. How are the camera and movement settings in this game? I was just spirited away. What the hell? Those look like alphabets or something, don't they? Or like markings. Oh. The game looks really dark. Maybe it's just the cutscenes. Well, I was just taking a bath and then I woke up here. Well, it looks like she has like modern clothes or like clothes that are... This game is like... Yeah, Japanese pose. Hey, wait a minute, there's corpses there. I guess they were just taking a bath too. It doesn't really look like Miku that much, but then again I never knew like that. They all looked kind of the same in the fourth game with these graphical settings. Why is this game so dark? Like honestly. What the hell? Oh. Yes. Welcome to the bathroom. I have to get out of here. I don't think so. They just want to dance with you. Just look at them. Use right stick to look around. Oh, this is like super tutorial. What the fuck? No! Don't touch me! No! I don't want to swim with you. Move left stick in the direction you want to walk, not talk. Use left stick to head towards the exit. Are they coming? Yeah, they're just slowly swaying. Use... Whoa, what the fuck? Let's go here. It won't open. It is being held shut by a powerful force. Use left stick to head towards the exit. What the hell? What's... Whoa! Can I run? Well, yeah, kinda. Go! No! Please, no! Hello? What are we doing here? Ah! Use left stick to get away from the ghosts. No groping. I'm out of here. That was the slowest getaway ever. Well, there's autosaves in this game. Did you see that? It showed shaving. There wasn't really autosaves in the previous games, so that's kinda surprising. I have to find a way out of here. Use left stick to get away from the ghosts. Left stick move, right stick to look around. Can I open? I'd better not go back that way. There must be another way out. So what's the buttons? Oh, that's the... You don't have inventory screen, at least yet. This is the stroking, jerking technique button, I guess. Nah, it's running, yeah. It actually auto-runs if you hold it. That's from the previous game, yeah. This is the strafe button. Yeah, you hold this L1 and you can just strafe around. There's I think there's something really weird about the hair. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but this is... These don't do anything. None of the buttons really do anything. Well, there's the pause menu. Prologue, lurking in the deep, score, 2 minutes 55 seconds, escape the building, 0 points, there's health, which they didn't do any damage. There's some kind of icon, flower or something on the right side. Select new episode, quit the game and return to episode selection. Items purchased for this episode will be lost. Check manual information. Yes, I want to start reading the manual at the moment. Beneath the shrine, Black Water hallway. You can't even see the map. So, the game is like super dark. Maybe I should just like do that. Well, I mean... I feel like there's something weird about my settings on my PC that it makes... Like the graphical settings, like the dark spots look really, really dark. Like, look at these corners, you can't see anything then, but the certain like parts are so bright. Well, anyway, let's go over here. Let's run. Can I examine? Yeah. It looks like there's a cave wall on the other side of the lattice. I can see some stone statues out in the darkness. I must be underground. Now, how do I get out of here? I don't know. So... It's kinda impossible to know where you are. But judging from the layout, this kinda looks like the place in the second game. Like one of the shrines. I mean... It might not be, but it might be. And they all look the same. There's light at the end of the corridor. Maybe there's a way out that way. Maybe. Oh no. Hey! That's... She's got some nice weapons. Nice big weapons. If you know what I mean. They're chasing after me. I have to get out. Hold down left trigger to run. I can't do anything else except... do that. Ah, no! Assholes, they locked me in. What the fuck is that? That guy was running fast. Very murky water. That was the Black Water. So what the fuck? Move left stick down to turn back. No, I want to leave. It won't open, it is being held shut by a powerful force. Press left trigger to point the camera straight ahead. I guess... Yes? The identical twins. Quadruplets. Triplets are just floating around here. Yes, guys. Your swaying is very sexy. I mean, it would be kind of threatening if you wouldn't just stand there infinitely. Whatever, I'll go here. Bye. She doesn't really look like Miku, but... or resemble Miku. Okay, now there's flashing, disappearing hair on the ground. Was that a graphical error or was it supposed to look like that? What the hell? Oh no. It's oil. I brought this oil here. Move left stick down to turn back. Hold down left trigger to run the direction you're facing. Well, they brought a friend with them. Someone with a hood. Run! Oh, now it's open. But what if I don't want to go there? Oh, these things are slowly creeping up on you. Look at them. Oh, that's the head honcho. Go, my minions. Slowly attack her. Slowly float towards her. Very slowly come and attack. I guess I'll just go here. That was good. So what the fuck? Where are we? What's going on? Why are you spirited away? Can I see through her clothes? That's the important question. Well, I kinda can. Very nice. That's the most important aspect of this game. But I want to go back. Help. Well, I guess I can't. Okay, so... yeah, in the water you can't like run, you're slowly wading away, fading. What's happening now? I didn't want to trigger this. I wanted to explore. Yes. The box is opening. We are underwater. Suddenly she notices that she's underwater and she can't breathe. Oh no, the hair! Sadako is coming. What? Oh no, they're going into every orifice. No! Not in there. What the fuck? Who's this? Oh shit. Oh! Well, that was the end of Miu Hinasaki. Didn't get to know her that well, but... but oh well, that's life, I guess. Miu Hinasaki has disappeared. This place kinda reminds me of the first one. No one could hear her cries for help as she was sealed into a shrine on top of a mountain. That mountain is where the events of this story take place. We follow the fates of 3 people. Yuri, Ren and Miu. already died. It is a terrifying tale of the supernatural. Project Zero. Maiden of Black Water. Lurking in the deep. Cleared the prologue. Why is there actually a camera there? Okay, so now we've got someone actually new. I don't recognize the last name at all. First drop of Vanishing Trace. Yuri Kozukata. Shadow Reading. Among the residents of the villages at the foot of Mount Hikami, a certain unique ability has been passed through the ages. This ability, known as Shadow Reading, enables the user to view the shadows or trace of someone lost in inexplicable circumstances. This is not unlike the psychometry practiced elsewhere. Well, I don't know what the fuck psychometry is, so... Yuri Kozukata accompanies Hisoka Kurosawa, a woman who possesses the shadow reading ability, to an abandoned inn on Mount Hikami. Kurosawa, wait, isn't that like Rei Kurosawa? Yeah, like, and from the second game also, like the Kurosawa. They might be the same, related to the same person. Sensing Yuri could in time become talented at shadow reading, Hisoka takes her along on an assignment. Nice. Thank you, master. Thank you, master. But I didn't. I can't even cry when I'm dying. Is she like going to jump from that cliff? I'm gonna do the Kratos. Time to do Kratos. Was it her? She has different clothes. It's the camera obscura. Everybody has one. What did she call it? Like in Japanese? That wasn't camera obscura what she said. Was it? So the original name is Mikomori Hot Springs. Press Y to enter photo mode or triangle. Once you're in photo mode, the viewfinder frame will do stuff. Move right stick to look around. Move right stick to get Hisoka in frame. Is there anything else in here? Like it shows the arrow pointer to where you're supposed to like aim. This place doesn't actually look familiar. Is there something hidden? I'm pretty sure there's like something hidden if you look at it. Well, anyway, there's like the... I don't know what that bottom left meter is. But there's like the film is over here. Oh, there's the reloading of the film. Okay. Photograph the target in the circle by pressing right stick. Right trigger. Yeah, I'll take the picture. Did you know that I'm actually into women? Well, I am into women, but the main character might not be, but I was cosplaying, I mean, I was role-playing as her, if you know what I mean. In any case. Portrait. Total points 1924. Hisoka Kurosawa. Move left stick back. What? Down to back away without... Move left stick down. Down. What? I don't understand. What's that trying to say? Back away without putting the camera obscura away. I mean, it's saying that move backwards, but like... why is there like a down arrow and down text there? Move right stick to find the second circle. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is what I need. This is what I need. Perfect, perfect. Portrait of titties. Very important. Use left bumper, right bumper to hold your capture area vertically to photograph all three simultaneously. Oh, what the fuck? You can spin this thing around? Man. You don't need to actually place the circle there. The outline of this box just needs to be doing it. You can lock onto any target with a square. Hold down left trigger to lock onto targets with a square and press right trigger to take a photo. Hold on. There's nothing else here, no. Strange. So there's a lock on. No, what the fuck? I wanted to go and see if there was photographs there. So this is a place of suicides. People kill themselves here. Post-mortem photograph. Token. Press this button to display the map. Mikomori Bridge, Mikomori Pond, behind Ichirumanon. You can also press left bumper plus X to open snap mode at any time to capture any interesting moments and areas. This is the X mode. Yeah, this is just a photograph. Open snap mode for the first time. Cool. But I wanted to see if there's anything here. I don't think we can go here. She was saying that I need to head inside. I just don't know what that...
Yuri.
What? What? No. I go here. Shut up! Here, this portrait up your nose. Yuri, over here. So I assume there's going to be like some secret things you can take pictures of, but I have a feeling that it's not going to be telling them. Can I check out the inventory or the... Okay, so you can see this thing. First drop a vanishing trace. It's saying that I've only played 5 minutes 49 seconds, so it doesn't count like the cutscenes. I can check out the map. I was walking there, but I couldn't get anywhere. Items. This allows you to use and view info on items in your possession. I got 3 herbal medicines, which give me some lost health, restores some lost health. Sacred water, which restores your health completely. The basic Type 7 film, which is the weakest one. Old film, it is in poor condition and has lost most of its power to exercise ghosts. But you have the infinite amount of those. Post-mortem photograph. An old black and white photograph. The woman in the picture looks as though she's sleeping. Yeah, just sleeping. And then we have the camera obscura in collection. An old camera with collapsible bellows. It has the power to photograph the supernatural. Oh, you can't even check it out. Then we have cutscenes. Yuri Twilight Cliff. Yuri's memory. Standing on a cliff in the evening sun, she contemplates stepping over the edge. And we have the notes. Prologue. Lurking in the depths. Oh, this actually continues on. I wonder if like in the 4th game was the summaries of the chapters and you didn't really need to read them because they actually recap them all the time. So I'm not sure if I want to, but let's just look at this. Miu, a girl who has been spirited away, awakes in a flooded mansion. While searching for the exit, she comes across a room with nothing but a large black box inside. As the box opens, what emerges from within is not of this world. With no one there to hear Miu scream, her voice is lost in the mist. She didn't even actually try to scream in the cutscene. Then we have that this allows you to upgrade the camera obscura as well as change the film and lenses. So yeah, this game requires points to upgrade. In the previous one you used the stones and the points were just to change the like trade in. And I don't know, I got 1924 points from the taking the picture, which makes me think that it's kind of random how many pictures you get from the, like even from those normal shots, not just from enemies. Sensor. Upgrades the camera obscura sensor capabilities, increasing attack distance, so not attack damage, attack distance. Loader. Upgrades the camera obscura's loading speed, shortening the time between taking pictures. Output. Upgrades the camera obscura's output potential, increasing damage dealt by photos. Okay, so that's the damage. Absorption. Upgrades the camera obscura's absorption capabilities, increasing spirit power absorbed. Maybe that's actually spirit power gauge then. It might be, but I don't have any of the special lenses yet. Okay, photographs. This allows you to check and save photos you have taken. So here's the the fucking super close-up of Hisoka Kurosawa. And here's the other one. And here's some nice, very nice pictures. Yes, I like these. Purely for educational purposes. Okay, so we have the ghost list. This allows you to view a list of ghosts you have photographed. We have ghosts, which I assume are the normal enemies. Specters, which are the like the flash, like the timed picture things that you need to take, not the enemy versions. And then you have traces, which I assume are the previous game's revenants. Maybe. I don't know. But unfortunately there's no hidden dolls. Well, let's go in. Notes updated. Wait. What was that? Did I miss out on a... Okay. I'm gonna test this. Where's the checkpoint? How does the checkpointing work? Okay, there is actually like a interesting checkpoint system. So I assume that's like one of the hidden things. Peering shadow. Okay, so that's how you get those pictures in this game, and they're like super hard. The postmortem photograph, I guess. He kicked something down here. The graphical effects are glitching. But I'm not sure how fast they are in this game. In the fourth one, it kind of felt like they were supposed to you were supposed to actually do them. What? You don't even see anything there. They were kind of wanted to give you the chance to actually get them. Ah, wait a minute. There's no there's no flavor texts in this, so you don't even get to see anything cool. At least not from those. And by the way, the cost of those special abilities or the upgrades were actually pretty damn expensive. What, 50,000 was the lowest one, and it was for something pretty 40,000. I mean, the spirit power absorption isn't that big of a deal. I mean, it's not bad, but I kind of want to get the output as fast as I can. Seems to be the safest thing. And then this one probably. The sensor. But then again, those are the most expensive ones. But anyway, if the lowest one is 40,000 and I have 2,000 from 3,000 from that, then yep. Yep. Oh. It's the wooden frame of a tattered sliding door. I can't tell whether it's been burned or blackened by mold. So what does the map say? Yeah, it doesn't populate until you get into the areas. So I need to be on the lookout for those marks or the white outlines. That's where the coast photographs are. This looks like it was a shelf of some sort, hammered directly into the concrete. They probably used this for storage. Big pieces of wood have been nailed to the window. Maybe they're here to protect against landslides. I think this is where the service entrance should be, but it's buried under a slew of rubble. The main question is where's the... how do you get the items? Can you see them? A tree branch is poking through a crack in the boards nailed here. Nice. Wait, what is it saying? Quest room hallway. Huh? Spirit photograph. Hands in the water. Well, that lasted a bit more longer than the previous one, but still, that wasn't really that long. Hands in the water. Is it like smoke in the water? Yeah, you don't even get anything. There's no flavor text, so there's no really real point to looking at those. Damn. The best part about this third game was that the flavor texts, in my opinion. So there were hands in the water here. Anything else? There's none of that, the meter or the thing that tells you where the items are. Or the picture spots or anything. Boards have been nailed to the windows. Some light is seeping through the cracks, but the inside of the building is still quite dark. Very dark. Anything else in here? So I don't think... Yeah. That's I don't know, it kind of shows that there's it's half flooded or something. But there's no sound effects either for the ghosts. At least that's how it feels like. There's a heap of scrap wood at the end of the hallway. The water must have washed it all down here. There's a hole in the wall. I can see the next room over. It looks to be just as flooded. Anybody there? Anybody there? Can I go in? Why are you just staring at me? God damn it. What is it? What is it? It's a man. It's pretty transparent, man. Hello? Are you a man? Are you transparent, man? Yes, I am. Give me your wallet. I must have it. Don't mind me, I'm just coming to talk to you. Ah! What the fuck are you yelling? She's like, huh? There's nothing here. I'm a spirit medium, but I don't see anything. I don't see any enemies. I'm actually a fraud. I never actually had any powers. There's a big hole in the wall leading to the pod. The light from the sunset is reflecting off the water, illuminating the room in an eerie glow. I actually never had powers. I'm just like impersonating that I have powers. What? Yes, I can sense something. Hold down right trigger to find the trail. Huh. Well, I mean, I'm not sure if I was supposed to. Hold down right trigger and move left stick to follow the trace. Yeah, she actually forces to go there then. I'm not sure, was I, like, they're not revenants actually then. I thought they were. But I was wondering if you actually need to, like, can I take the picture of it? No. There has to be like some... Wait, what's that? Oh, it's... the sky.
Yuri.
What? I can't even explore in peace. Why not? I think that's an item there. It is an item. Or a very glowy marble. It's sliding. Do you like sliding? No. That's actually pretty cool. Wait, this is Ichiru Manor. Doesn't ring a bell. Whoa! Innkeeper heading inside. Was that a shadow of the past? Tutorial: Echoes of the past. In places where the traces of the past are very strong, you may be able to view echoes of the past. Photographing them will earn you photo points, which can be used to upgrade the cameras. Wait. Oh, it's just that. Interesting. Would it be easier to put that there? Oh, it fucking resets. What the fuck? Wait. Is the trace actually... It's going there, but there's an item here. It's a first aid kit, obviously. Right trigger hold to pick up. Hold... What? Mount Hikami's downfall. An old dusty book has been left in the hallway. Maybe someone dropped it. Mount Hikami's downfall. Mount Hikami has long been considered holy ground. For centuries, people have been drawn to the many sacred shrines and places of worship, as well as the natural features such as the Twilight Peak and the Pool of Purification, which have themselves been treated with great reverence. The mountain was also popular with tourists and mountain climbers for the beauty of its abundant clear waters and ancient mysterious forests. Worshippers and hikers alike used to find rest at Ichiru Manor, a hot spring resort near the foot of the mountain, where we are at the moment. Now the inn lies desolate, devoid of visitors. The mountain never recovered from a devastating landslide it suffered many years ago. The shrine road to the summit was cut off, and the flow of the water throughout the mountain was altered, forever changing the landscape. New roads that were under construction had to be abandoned, and Ichiru Manor was buried under a slough of rock, resulting in numerous fatalities. Among those lost were the family of Ichiru Manor's proprietor, effectively putting an end to the business. Mount Hikami's days as a tourist destination were no more. Instead, the mountain gained notoriety as a suicide spot. Perhaps because it was traditionally a destination to which the dying would venture, the mountain is now a place for those wishing to end their own lives. By extension, it has also become a place for thrill seekers interested in the occult. For whatever reason, I can't even speak. So people come here to... What the fuck? Man peeking through. Hello. You don't get any like hints in this one. This is kinda like you're going to be missing out on a lot of this shit because you don't get hints. Like I just saw that, but here's my first trace. Innkeeper heading inside. Man peeking through. This is going to be like really hard to get those pictures because it just doesn't tell you, like there's no sound effect or anything. I just saw that guy there. This is kinda going to be kinda crazy. Okay, so what do we have in here? Staff area. Not to mention, like it would be easier if this was upwards directed in certain cases. The race went there. I think I can crouch through this, but what about this? Does it open? Yes. The very slow opening of the door. Is there anything here? Yes, I know about the trace. There is a step up here and this part has floorboards. I think this was a display alcove. Oh. Hey, wait a minute. There was something to check. The ceiling has warped, so the screen won't open to this side. On this side. What the hell is that? That's not creepy at all or anything. Can I take a picture of it? Yeah, I can. Doesn't do anything. I see soil on the other side of the boards. The walls and ceiling are warped and they are all creaking. The entire building must be buried. So there was a landslide here. Hey, what? There was something falling. Like dust or dirt or something. I wonder, is there like something moving upward, like on the second floor? Perhaps. Press B to crawl through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Crawl on through to the other side. Yes, I'm moving. Can I actually... Oh. She just teleports here. She doesn't even grow. What? Who? The door is locked. Yes. Yes, open it with this camera. Tutorial. Psychic photographs. When you look around through the lens of the camera obscura, you may notice it reacting to objects which are not normally visible. Lock on and photograph them to expose places or items they have a connection with. Find the locations from the photographs and you may discover some clues there as well. It's kinda interesting they actually are like doing the... It's kinda interesting that they're giving you like so like concise tutorials in this one. They didn't have like these kinds of tutorials in the previous ones. Hold left trigger to lock onto the square and then take a photo by pressing right trigger. Why do I have to like lock on? Why can't I just take it like this? I don't understand. Do I actually need to use the lock-on the enemies and it will make, like not the enemies but the ghosts, and it will like target them easier, more easily? I don't know. Anyway, that's the doll room. And that's the alcove. There's something in the photo. There's light coming out of a closet and there is a doll on top of a chest of drawers. This might be where the key is. Find the place shown in the photograph if it's somewhere in this building. To view the photograph again, open the main menu and go to the tokens tab within the items records.
Yuri,
Gee, thanks. Thanks for making me do all the work. So hold on. Taking a door in the abandoned inn, there's light coming from a closet. So collection is actually the... Wait. Are notes just like... Wait. There's something about these characters. Yuri Kozukata, a young girl with psychic abilities. After surviving a tragic accident, she has been able to see ghosts and visions of the past. Since that day, she has felt death calling to her. One day she disappeared and Hisoka was asked to find her. Hisoka found Yuri just as she was about to jump from a cliff. Yuri now stays with Hisoka at her antiques shop. Yuri avoids other people, terrified of seeing into their souls. She helps around the shop mostly by cleaning. She rarely deals with customers. She has always found it hard to ignore those in need, and her abilities only make things worse. The only time she feels free of her worries is when she cycles. So the part where she was about to jump off the cliff was actually like in the past. And this Hisoka found her and kinda saved her, I guess. Hisoka Kurosawa. The owner of an antique store, she has developed her psychic abilities by learning from local elders and by researching the subject. One of those locals gave her a camera obscura, which she now uses to look for missing objects and people. She stopped Yuri from jumping and brought the orphan girl back to her shop. She feels for Yuri, but Hisoka doesn't have the power she does. She can only sense the ghosts and memories, not see them. Ah, that explains actually a little bit. She couldn't see the ghost behind her and in there, but Yuri could. But then again, she could have, like, should have been able to sense that there was something behind her and near Yuri, but whatever. She tells fortunes as a hobby. She has become quite popular with the young students who frequent her cafe. Her coffee is renowned for its taste, and Hisoka likes to say, Sometimes a cup of coffee can make all the difference. She tells fortunes as a hobby, yeah. So basically, like I said, a fraud. Mount Hikami, a 2,300 feet tall mountain close to where Hisoka and Yuri live. It used to be a holy place for a now-dead religion, and although some of the shrines and other buildings will still stand, there are none now alive who keep to those practices. The mountain is blessed with natural beauty. It overflows with springs and is overgrown with vegetation. A company attempted to turn it into a tourist attraction. They built new buildings and a cable car, even printed out brochures, but the project was abandoned after a devastating landslide. Mount Hikami was once thought of as a place only the dead could enter, and even now it attracts those who wish to enter live. Many believe that this notorious suicide spot is cursed. And then we have Mikomori Hot Springs, an old inn that has been on Mount Hikami for as long as anyone remembers. It was refurbished and made into a hot spring resort as a part of the development project. The 3-floor concrete building is a new addition. Ichiru Manor was abandoned after the old building was lost in a massive landslide. The owner of the inn, having lost his family, committed suicide. So we're actually kind of searching for that person. Like, that's the trace we're hunting. The inn is said to be haunted by the ghosts of those who died there, including the ghosts of that ill-fated innkeeper. About post-mortem photography. The original intention behind post-mortem photography was to give the mourning relatives something to remember their loved ones by. The bodies were dressed in the finest clothes and their faces made to look as if they were alive. At a time when photographs were a luxury very few could afford, post-mortem photographs offered a chance to capture an image of their beloved. Dr. Kunihiko Aso, with his camera obscura, had been invited all over Japan to take such pictures. Most of them are on Mount Hikami. So this kind of ties in with Kunihiko Aso, the creator of camera obscura and Spirit Stone Radio and 10,000 other things. Postmortem photographs were especially treasured by those living on and around Mount Hikami. They believe that a camera captures the soul of the photographed person, preserving it unchanged for eternity. About the camera obscura. A camera with the power to expose that which normally remains hidden, invented by Dr. Kunihiko Aso, a researcher of the occult. The special film it uses captures traces of beings which are not of the world of the living. Several of these cameras exist, but as each was made as a prototype, their appearance and capabilities differ. Most of them are broken now and no one knows how to repair them. Like I said, there are several, like it kind of felt like there were quite several of these things from the previous games. At first I thought there was only one, but later on it seemed like there were many, and it seems like there's a lot of them. And they're a bit different, all of them. The cameras are highly sought after by collectors despite rumors of them being cursed. The collectors either see that as another unique property and a risk worth taking, or they discredit such talk as mere superstition. Just like Hisoka, there are people who use the cameras as tools for specialist work. However, such people tend to already have the ability to sense the ephemeral. Some say that the broken cameras aren't broken at all, the users do not have the ability to make them work. About shadow reading. Shadow reading, not unlike psychometry, is the ability to see traces related to lost items or people who have been spirited away. In the past, this ability was fairly common in the Mount Hikami area. Nowadays, very few have the knowledge necessary to perform it. Those who still use the ability are thought to be the descendants of Mount Hikami's Shrine Maidens. This might tie in with this Yuri person. Maybe she is like a descendant of the Shrine Maiden. Traces. Shadows of the past seen when shadow reading. Through contact with a token of the lost person or object, a person possessing psychic abilities can sense its trace, showing them where to go. People with particularly strong abilities will see the form of their quarry and not just a shadow. The traces will attract malevolent ghosts, so it is dangerous to spend too long gazing at them. Yet another risk lies in following the trace of a person who has already died or has been spirited away, as you may be inadvertently following them into the world of the dead. Maybe that's what we are actually doing. About tokens. Tokens are used in shadow reading. They are objects which carry a trace of a person or object that has gone missing. A person with the shadow reading ability is able to follow the trace to find that which is lost. They can be anything. Items that the subject liked, strands of hair, letters or diaries that mattered to them very much, or photographs, to name a few. And we actually have that dead person photograph. It is also possible to use items which belong to dead people to follow their trace to lost or hidden items. But that kind of shadow reading carries with it great risk. Well, that's going to be coming into play. Oh, this is the... Yeah. So there's nothing except these one. Yeah, these are the same. Okay. Nothing new here, right? Yep. Well, we're going back to find the key in that doll room.